what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I am so glad you're here. If you're new here, my name's Leslie. I am the Farm and Pastor's Wife, and you're in my kitchen down on my farm. Listen, I upload content mainly on cooking, but lots of other things as well. Grocery hauls, day in the life of, farming videos, ministry videos. You name it, you're going to get it here. Sometimes we do some shopping, some clothes shopping. You get a little bit of everything. Hey, listen, today, if you saw yesterday's video, you know that we had a family dinner. Actually, it is the same day. I'm just dividing this video up into 2 separate videos because we're doing 2 separate casseroles. So that's why I have on the same shirt. But anyway, we are going to throw together a hash brown, egg, a loaded potato casserole is what we're going to do, and it's going to be for our breakfast for supper. So let me get everything I need. I'll meet you back right here as we put this casserole together. So I had a friend who brought me some farm fresh eggs. Those of you that know, my husband and I have a poultry farm, and I get asked a lot of times, why do I buy eggs if we have a chicken farm? Well, the reason is our chickens do not get large enough to lay eggs. So we have to buy eggs at the store. I also get asked if I have a poultry farm, why do I buy store-bought chicken? That is because the chickens that we raise are technically not ours. We are just the caregivers for them. They actually belong, our integrator is Pilgrims, but the chickens actually belong to Costco. They go to Costco, and it's their organic chicken that is sold under their label, Kirkland. So anyway, I have to buy my own chicken and I have to buy my own eggs, and that's why. So, but anyway, since I have farm fresh eggs, I like to break each one individually in a dish just in case one of them went bad. I've had yard chickens in the past. Now that we have a poultry farm, we can't have yard chickens, and that's because that's for biosecurity reasons. We wouldn't want to take any diseases that our backyard chickens might have and carry it into a huge farm of chickens. So I don't get to have my own chickens anymore, but I have friends who have them, and they bring me their eggs. So I break them individually just to give them a whiff and a look-see. I want to see that they're okay. And they're also a little bit smaller than the store-bought eggs. So I'm using a little extra. I think I'm just using 1 extra this time. But it calls for 8 eggs. I'm using 9, I believe, 9 or 10. And so I'm just going to break them in this container, give them a little whiff, make sure they smell okay, look okay. Totally fine. These have been amazing. And so I'm going to do that. I'll bring you back once I get all of these broken and ready to beat up. I'll see you back in just a second. Those eggs were absolutely beautiful. They went from any color to like an army green to a brown to a pink to a white to a blue. They were so pretty. So thank you, Stephanie and Ronnie, for those eggs. So I'm going to give these a little whisk. Every one of them was totally fine, and I knew they would be. But listen, when I had yard chickens, there was times I missed an egg, and if you ever crack it, you don't want to mix it in with the good stuff. All right, so we've given that a nice whisk. I'm going in with 3/4 cup of milk. All right, and going in with 1/4 of a cup of sour cream. And I'm not being too terribly careful about measurements. I'm just going in. A little bit more, a little bit less. It's going to be okay. And we're going to stir that, mix that sour cream in. All right, now you want to season this with something. You can do salt and pepper, garlic. If you have some chicken flavoring, you know, or some kind of poultry seasoning or whatever. I'm going to see what I've got in the cabinet, and then I'll come back and just tell you what I do. It may just be salt, pepper, and garlic. Okay, so what I've decided to use is I'm just going to use salt and pepper. And I found in the cabinet this Weber's garlic jalapeno, and I'm just going to use a little bit of this. Just a little bit. Okay? But you use your whatever seasoning you would like. You know, if you go to Sam's or even some of your local grocery stores, they have a huge variety of different seasoning blends that companies have made up. And so you do whatever you would like to do. Okay, so into this, we're going to add hash browns. Now, you can use the shredded, or I'm going to use these. If any of you know my husband, you know, you already know why I'm using these. This was the food store brand, and this was the only thing they had was these cubed. And my husband is very frugal, so we use, and it was, the price difference was pretty significant. I don't know if you can hear that humming in the background, but my heating system is on its last leg, I'm telling you. All right, so we're going in with 2 cups. This is a 1/2 cup measure, I think, yeah. So I'm going to put 2 cups of these hash browns in there. All right. Now that we've put the hash browns in there, I'm going to put in a good amount of bacon pieces. And you could definitely cook your own bacon up and put in there. That was, you know, a little over 1/2 cup. Okay. And we're gonna, I probably need something different than this whisk. Okay, so we're also gonna add in here, let me grab a spoon or something. We're gonna add in some green onions. About 1/4 of a cup of sliced green onions. And cheese. Now, this casserole, the ideas are endless. Like you could put real onions, and I mean, you know, regular onions and green and red peppers, pimentos. Oh, I think pimentos would be wonderful in here. And I'm going in, I don't know how much that was, but it calls for a cup of cheese. That was a good cup of cheese. Grab a spoon, and we are going to give this a stir. And I think I want more bacon. Okay. So speaking of bacon, I haven't thawed my bacon for tonight. I need to get that out and get it thawing. All right. And I need to get everything cleaned up so I can get ready to make biscuits and sausage gravy and all that good stuff. Okay, so I have an 8x8 or a 9x9, you know, a smaller pan. And we're going to pour this in here and just let it sit until I'm ready to bake it. And, you know, it's about lunchtime right now, and it'll be tonight when we have dinner. So we're just going to let this kind of hang out in the refrigerator along with the French toast casserole that you saw from yesterday's video. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that casserole, y'all. That is absolutely gorgeous. Excuse my scraping. I know that sound is not pleasant. But hey, it's got to be done, right? Got to be done. Okay. I'm just going to kind of spread that all out. I'm going to put some tin foil on it, stick it in the refrigerator, and I'll bring you back when it's time to bake this baby up. And we are going to have one delicious family night supper, and it's going to be breakfast for supper. I'm super excited about all of this. The French toast casserole, this casserole, and of course my sausage gravy and biscuits. You just can't beat that. So, all right, I'll see you back when the casserole comes out of the oven. Like I said, it's going to hang out in the refrigerator for a few hours until I'm ready to bake it. Okay, everybody, this casserole is ready to go in the oven, and it's going to go in there for about 45 minutes at a 350. I'll see you when this casserole comes out of the oven. All right, we're going to taste test the egg.
Look at the potato.
Loaded potato egg casserole. In there. Yep, so let's see what you think of that.
Right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
I like the texture. It's good and firm. Full of flavor. Really good.
Full of flavor.
Yep. You can make this with the chunk or the shredded.
Yep. Yep. So, very good. All right.
That's a keeper.
That's a keeper. So the loaded potato and egg casserole ended up being probably one of the hits of the night. It was super good, along with the French toast casserole that you saw yesterday. So give these two casseroles a try for your next brunch, your next breakfast, your next supper, your breakfast for supper meal. They were delicious.
Hey, the French casserole thing, the French toast casserole, it was delicious. Probably my favorite. Better than her normal French toast stuff.
Yeah, it was really good. So if you haven't seen that video, go yesterday and check it out.
The sugar and the butter on the bottom and a little bit of orange zest. I mean, it kicked it over the top. It was really good. It was really good.
But what did you think about the egg and loaded baked potato and egg casserole?
Oh, it was great. As you ate the egg, you got a little bit of nugget of the potatoes inside of it, so it was really good too.
Yep, so give it a try. Thanks guys for joining us. Remember, the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye y'all.